right, well guys, as you can see, it is extremely low tide here, and the tide is not moving. Normally that wouldn't be good conditions, not normally the conditions I fish, but it just takes a little bit different strategy. So I'm going to tie on a weedless rig because I'm going to be down lower, closer to the grass. I'm also going to tie on, I've got a shrimp on with a tactical angler's clip, but I think what I'm going to do is put on a topwater. There's nothing like a topwater smash when the tide is like this and it's really low. So, as always, it looks like a beautiful day. Let's get out there and see what we can catch. As always, guys, please subscribe to the channel. You can do that by hitting the little red button near the bottom of the screen there, somewhere over there. And when you do, you'll see that notification bell. It'll allow you to adjust your preferences. So by all means, click on it and get notified for any new updates that I do. And we're fishing it weedless today. Just a change from normal. Did we get one? We got one. Got one. Got our first fish. Won't be skunk today. I think the hook set's better on these than on the jig. What is this thing? Oh, a little. That is like he's gonna be barely hooked. This is a little baby snook. Like, by baby snook I mean he was probably born a day ago or so. Hey buddy. That is a small little snook, but he went for the bait. Get him right back in. Not even gonna get a measurement on this guy. Good hook set right on the lip. Trying not to hurt you, buddy. Really good hook set. There you go. Alright, don't get yourself hurt. You can barely hold this guy. Little baby snook. Smallest snook in the world. Right there. Alright, buddy. Get you going. Thank you for the shower. Well, I'm going to show you how I have that hook set. I mean, it is almost skin hooked, but look how far back that is. But that's enough action for that tail on the root beer. This is probably the biggest hook you can put on any of these to rig them weedless. And as you can see, they work. So, all right. Okay guys, you just saw me catching a nice little baby snook right off the tip of this island. We're using a DOA Cal. This time the root beer color, because if you can tell, the water is really stained today. So root beer colored, chartreuse tail as always, using a wormless hook. Forget what I've got there. It's probably a 3/0, which is probably the biggest you can put on one of these baits to rig them weedless, but just casted right at the island, and then on the retrieve I do some twitching. It's wormless, so, or weedless, I say wormless, weedless. And just caught that little guy. It's muddy water. So it's a little contrary to reason, but there's plenty of videos out there of pool tests that show watercolor clarity. Actually, I think they put mud in the water in different buckets. I've seen those videos before. And what they show you is that, at least to a human eye, you can actually see darker. The darker lures better when the background is darker. You would think that that's not the case, but it is. And so you want to fish darker lures, or for me, like I get the root beer colored DOA cows and this kind of tea-stained water. Now, that's not to say that the darker lures don't work in clear water, but mostly clearer lures work really well in clear water, and darker lures work better in darker water. So and then don't forget everything else we've been talking about on these videos. Look for the conditions. So right now the water's really moving in this area, which is nice at low tide. So it looks like it might be rising tide back here. And so even though I can't move very fast, I am trying to find structure points and fish the currents a little bit. If you just think about the theory behind that, bait fish come into the marsh with currents. Yeah, we just spooked up something there. And the bigger predator fish that we look for, like redfish, sea trout, flounder, snook even, they feed on the bait fish, so they're going to go and follow where the bait fish go. And in the stronger currents especially, those fish like to hang out because the bait fish don't really have the strength in those stronger currents. And so it's kind of like some of us who, are you going to go for the difficult meal that you have to spend hours cooking, or if there's a drive-up window where you can just kind of go to and the food just kind of comes to you, which one do you want? Which one will you do? All right, another kayak fisherman there. So that's what the fish do. Let's see. Tap, got one. Waited till he took it. That looks like a snook if I've ever seen one. Pretty big snook too. He's mad. He's hooked. He is hooked. One drag, look at you. Yeah. He's like, oh, that was a free meal. Wait a second, I'm caught. All right, buddy. Let's see if we can get him in our net here. Nice snook. It's a big one. Yep, I know. There you go. Meaty, big size snook. Look at that trap. Look at his. There you go. Buddy. Thank you, Mr. Snook. You're going right back. Look at how big his mouth is. Look at that. He is flexing. We're going to get a size on you, man. You look good. There you go. The hook came out. How come it didn't do that when I was not hooked? All right, buddy. All right, guys, we're gonna get a nice picture of this snook with a hands. He's pretty biggy. Look at that guy. Really nice snook. Really nice snook. Huge mouth. Weighs a ton. There you go. Yeah, buddy. 26 inches. It's a 26-inch snook. Still not a keeper, I don't think, and I don't keep snook anyway, but I think the size restrictions on these guys are really big, so there you go. What I do instead with these snook is I document them. 26-inch snook is a good size snook. Get you one more shot, boy. You have been feeding, buddy. You are a good, healthy snook. Let's resuscitate him a little bit. Just a huge mouth on you. There you go. There you go. Good kick. Get you up here. There he goes. There he goes. Guys, I've got my shrimp tied on. See, it's a DOA Cal near clear shrimp, and I just use the DOA Cal loop knot. It's a simple little loop knot. The only thing I don't like about this loop knot is it doesn't cinch all the time that well, but when you set the hook, it just pulls it tighter. So that's what we're going to do here. You can kind of see the bait off in the water there. But what we're going to do here is we're going to just tow this behind us a little bit. Hopefully double our fun. We're in really skinny water, so but we're going to head back in that direction. And we're less than a foot of water, so got one. Got one. He hit it. I gave him a little bit of time and I hooked him. That's 99% sure this is a snook. Really want him to come back this way. Big snook. Snookalicious today. I really want to get him caught up on that. Yeah, pretty good size snook too. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a PB. There you go, buddy. All right, guys, caught another snook. Looks like they are out today. This guy is heavy. Heavy snook. Look at him. That's definitely going to be one of my personal bests. But got him hooked good in the corner of the mouth. Boy, they have some teeth and some crushers. Get this hook out of your mouth, buddy. Oh yeah. You weren't going anywhere. In fact, still might not be until I can. There we go. Look at that guy. All right, buddy. Snook her out. Good catch today. Nice snook. Get my hands wet. Big snook. Get you on the board here, bud. Oh no, you're a little smaller than the last one. 25 and a half inch snook. He's smaller, but boy, he seems fatter. Look at that snook. Really beautiful fish. Big crushers. Really good fish. All right, let's get you back in the water. Get you resuscitated. 25 and a half. Had a 26 and a 25 and a half today. And then one that we didn't even measure. It's probably like 8 inches. Nice warm water conditions here in northern Florida. Let's get you up here. I always pinch them on the side of the boat and then try to grab their tail. There you go. Until they... Okay guys, you just saw me catch a nice 25 and a half inch fat snook. Boy, he was fat. So these guys are having a field day out here. It's warm water conditions, low tide, and that's just snookalicious for snook. So low water conditions and low tide conditions and warm water is a feast for a snook. Got one. Snook. Oh, he's still on, even though the bait's gone. He's on the hook. The bait is up the hook. Okay. I think we've proven it's a snook day today. Let's bring it in here. It's a smaller one. Measure him. There you go. He's about 17, 18. Hey buddy, look what you did to my bait. Oh yeah, good hook set right in the corner of the mouth. I'm gonna get you right back in the water really quickly, all right? So let's grab you here. Beautiful fish, beautiful hook set. We're gonna go anywhere. There you go. Nice little fish. All right, fish, where are you gonna be? Got one. Got one on the trolling line. On the shrimp. Fifth fish of the day. Let's see what it is. Oh, it is, believe it or not, baby snook. He's like, that was supposed to be a free meal. Boat flip you. Look what you. Oh, come on, buddy. There you go. Good hook set right in the corner of the mouth. Dude, it's too warm up here. You're cooking me. Yeah. go. All right, there you go. You got it. Let me get you out of the pedal mechanism here. There you go. Okay, guys. Little baby snook. Okay, about 8 or 10 inches. Got him on the shrimp behind the boat. Fish number 5. Let you go.